Say you're in the desert, you got no food, no water. Papa comes along, zip, let me give you a little bit of liquid. You're gonna be like,
I would die. I would rather die.
Like, I am just so triggered right now. People on the internet, people are very, very mad at Star Wars theory.
Of course I'm right. You know who I am, bro?
Oh my god!
Myself. I'm Star Wars theory. I have 3.3 million subscribers. I know everything about Star Wars.
damn. Become a member.
So, am I on steroids? The short answer is yes.
Thoughts on people that use steroids? I mean, I'm not one to judge. People can do whatever the hell they want to do with their body. Steroids isn't for me. I don't like The Last Jedi. Look, I dislike them a lot, especially The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi is a great film.
I will always stay true to my opinions and what I think about Star Wars.
Dude, you're such a fake fuck. Dude, I'm pretty sure bums downtown find more than 99 cents. Super homoerotic. I'm gay.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there. It is your host where the force is, Cortosis with the mostest. Let's post this. Star Wars Theory, the infamous Star Wars YouTuber everyone loves to hate.
Mark Hamill doesn't like me. That's what the name of the title is, okay? Okay? Now keep that in mind.
Uh-huh.
And then William Shatner replied to it. I don't like you either.
But is this hate really deserved? Now, in general, Star Wars Theory seemingly has or wants to have this reputation of being this really nice guy who gives out, gives back, and loves to help. But is he really this great guy? Or is he actually a terrible, diabolical human being deep down, horrible to the core, with a smile? Because this isn't just about a couple of clips, it's not even about Star Wars really. It's about a pattern of disingenuous, deceptive behavior. And you will kick yourself if you miss the end, I'm telling you that right now. And while a lot of this has been covered in detail by our boy Star Wars Marvel Purists, his channel is linked, I'll be using clips to lay a foundation for the grand finale, and you stay with me until the end, and you decide for yourself. Star Wars Theory. A terrible person, divided into 6 parts, starting with the least severe in nature. Now, it only takes a cursory search of Star Wars Theory to see that many YouTubers have a lot of not so nice things to say about him. And in this realm, it really is about knowing you know or coming to terms with what you come to know after repeated observed behavior. Now, let's just say a lot of us, we know. Like we all know, for example, that Star Wars Theory is a sequel trilogy hater. He cannot stand those damn sequel trilogy movies. I mean, look at this. He detests the sequels, and he did not connect with them in the strongest terms. As in...
At the end of the day, we got the shit that is the sequel trilogy. Kathleen, what are you smoking? What fan service did you provide in the sequel trilogy? This film was entirely full of fan service. They did a piss poor job.
But just hold on a second.
Sure, I can understand episode 7 was sick. It was a good movie. It was really like all of the originals put into one movie.
If you thought that was bad, here's Star Wars Theory tweeting about how after episode 8, The Last Jedi, he had to rationalize everything. And Star Wars Theory wants you to think that this is how he actually felt.
I was the first one in the theater, the last one to leave. I remember there were people cleaning up. There were people cleaning up popcorns, vacuum, and everything. I was literally sitting in my seat being like, what the fuck did I just watch? Dude. How do I make sense of any of this? And I went home and I was just like, you can see, you can hear, because I didn't show my face yet. You could hear it in my review of the movie. I remember making that first video. I was just so defeated, man. I was so defeated. I remember sitting there. I'm just like, how do I even say? Like, I'm just like, okay, well, yeah, you know what?
Well, you know what? Here's how it actually went down.
What is going on, everyone? It is 4:30 in the morning, and I just got out of the theater about a few hours ago now, and I've been writing and thinking and just kind of sitting here contemplating everything that I just saw in The Last Jedi. Last Jedi is a great film. Last Jedi, great film. That said, I did enjoy the film. As he held his green Return of the Jedi lightsaber and was about to slash down at Ben to murder him in his sleep. I really enjoyed that flashback. I would see the film twice just for those 2 flashbacks alone.
Absolutely pathetic. Then he goes on a rant on X about how he enjoyed episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, when it came out because it retconned everything in the movie that he said was great and would actually see twice for the very thing that he claims his hero would never do in the first place. You can't make this shit up. But let's see how he really felt about The Rise of Skywalker.
The general consensus over this film is that a lot of people really disliked it. A lot of people are saying it ruined Star Wars, it destroyed Star Wars. I really loved it. I really loved it. This was really an exceptional ending, and I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed the film, and it was a beautiful ending to the sequel trilogy. I can go into the story, I can, pick things apart. That would be the same as me going into Revenge of the Sith and picking apart things that I didn't like. I really loved it, and I shouldn't be made to feel like I can't say that I loved it. I've always been very real with you guys. Dude, you're such a fake fuck.
Always been full of shit is more like it. I mean, nobody goes all in saying a Star Wars project or projects were sick, great, amazing, beautiful, really loved it, and more to suddenly realizing that you hate them, that they're shit. And this especially does not happen in Star Wars. This happens when someone is being disingenuous or straight up bipolar. Opinions can change. You may not like something quite as much as you used to, or vice versa, but no normal, rational person goes from 100 to 0 like that, and damn sure not in Star Wars.
I really loved it. I don't know what the hell these critics and people are talking about. Like, this movie was fantastic. I think it was great. Dude, you're such a fake fuck.
Star Wars Theory wants to have us believe that he's critical of Disney.
I don't even feel too inclined to be making videos. I just feel like Disney has just...
And he has a bunch of anti-Disney clickbait on his channel, thumbnail after thumbnail. Yet he is first in line to watch the next Disney Star Wars project.
We could probably watch like Disney Plus shows.
Guys, 6 days ago, Star Wars Theory left YouTube. He said he's done. Disney is destroying Star Wars. Wasn't having it anymore. Oh wait, I stand corrected. He made a video the next day. And then the day after that. And then the day after that, I hit the ceiling. And then the day after that. And then the day after that, and then 7 hours ago.
And not just that, I mean, this guy's tossing out 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s like it was cheap Halloween candy. And of course, let's not forget
that I give the Skeleton Crew like a 7.4, 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, you gave it a 7.4, did you? I'd love to hear the rationalization as to how you arrived at that exact number. Nah, it all smacks of being disingenuous and trying to put on a fake-ass show to make yourself look smarter than you actually are on some pseudo-intellectual bullshit. It's almost as disingenuous as going from this...
Wow, yeah, that's not Star Wars.
...to this.
Now, originally, I didn't want to comment on the show. I think I've always stayed true to just being myself and saying my opinions. Dude, you're such a fake fuck. I think I was just spending too much time indoors. I was just being soft.
And sure enough, after going outside and touching some grass...
Probably some of the best Disney Star Wars. You know what? After the first 6 films in the Clone Wars, probably some of the best Star Wars I have seen.
And I had to sit through like 10 minutes of being sold a lightsaber to get to those clips, but it'll be worth it later. Which brings us to number 2. Now we all know Star Wars Theory's latest venture of reselling or drop shipping lightsabers from China. I mean, Star Wars Theory himself had to do damage control on this issue after a video from Mr. Who's the Boss, who has almost 21 million subscribers on YouTube, reviewed his Theory sabers, and let's just say it wasn't quite what Star Wars Theory was hoping for.
If my shit was that horrible, there would be people with big ass accounts being like, this guy is scamming his audience.
But the only thing I would say is only the middle of the blade lights up, even if you make contact at the end. This is a good product for like a very specific kind of person. But I'm doing a little bit of digging on the side, and it seems like Theory Sabers isn't really making their own sabers. They're buying them from a Chinese company called TXQ. They're adding their own packaging, their own sounds, but then they're selling them at like twice the price. Which, I mean, does that not kind of take away from the whole point of it being a more affordable alternative to something? And what I particularly don't like is that it doesn't look like Theory is making it clear that they're doing this. Like, so many customer reviews on the site are from people who think Theory is actually manufacturing these, which makes it pretty clear that something is being lost in communication.
I think it's pretty safe to say that more than just something is being lost in communication here. I mean, look at this. dropshipping scandal, extremely disappointed, lost a customer and a fan, multiple misleading statements, Saber doesn't work, terrible customer service, TLDR, buyer beware, do not support Theory Sabers. I've gone so far as to unsubscribe.
So, Theory Sabers, 5 out of 10. In theory.
And it's definitely not above Star Wars Theory to make a 45-minute response video, not necessarily denying what Mr. Who's the Boss said. Instead, talking about how damaging to the brand it is, gaslighting, virtue signaling, and implying that Mr. Who's the Boss was paid to leave that review. Paid by fucking who?
I have no idea, but clearly a channel this size, with this level of production, they don't typically do videos like this for free. DXQ, I mean, shit, I'm gonna go visit them at the factory this year. I know everything that goes on over there with our products. I have guys that inspect what is that? I mean, what the hell, man? Like, do your fucking job.
But note bueno that even content creators who do not know, or importantly, do not care to know Star Wars Theory, yet still try to keep it all the way positive, they review Theory Sabers, and they have to make sure to add that giving your money, giving extra of your hard-earned money to Star Wars Theory is part of the value. If you do not mind giving extra of your hard-earned money to Star Wars Theory, then you're getting what you pay for.
I got this comment on the video, literally saying that I got ripped off, that Theory actually charges 2 to 3 times more than what the product is actually worth on AliExpress. That is true, yes. If you're buying this because you want to get the sound fonts, you want to support Theory, then I guess you are getting what you pay for. But what I want to make very clear is that if you're buying this thinking you're getting the best deal on a lightsaber, blade and hilt, you're not.
And what has he got to say about those famous buy one get one free that Star Wars Theory loves to shill?
I calculated it. It is kind of a good deal.
Kind of a good deal. Well, if you love giving your extra hard-earned money to Star Wars Theory, then I guess keep giving it. We all know how much he appreciates it.
Dude's fucking $2, man. Black was 99 cents, $2. Yeah. Okay.
You're fucking poor!
Oh, I can't send 50. Oh, my card declined. Oh, I can't send 50 bucks. Ooh, we need to read a super chat. 99 cents.
Okay. Thanks, dude. I'll rush to that super chat right away. I'm not entitled in any sort of sense. If anyone should be feeling entitled of some certain way, sure, I think it would be me, don't you think?
Now, we do have a multitude of examples of Star Wars Theory giving stuff away, mostly lightsabers, and we can also see some really excited unboxing for Theory Sabers.
Theory Sabers, which means it's from Star Wars Theory, and I'm so excited for this one.
The Dual King has a special design.
What you usually get from a Theory Sabers.
It's pretty.
You get this nice, pretty gold
I
one.
like it. Even the back says
Dual King. It's like a nice tan and yellow writing. This is cool. I love these like limited edition ones. They like give you something special with the unboxing.
I feel like it's pretty unique to the company too.
Whoa.
Except that you might see these same people working for or with Star Wars Theory himself. The small timers that don't have this luxury are just happy enough to be featured on his channel in a clip glazing him and his shit after overpaying for a glow pole. And hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Star Wars Theory did send all those sabers for free on the condition they glaze him in a review. Yet when we take a little trip to the past and learn some of the things that Star Wars Theory did to get to this point, well, I'll just let you be the judge. And we can start right here with this guy who said that he left a review of 3 out of 5 on Theory Sabers, and that review was removed because he didn't leave a 5. And he says this is anti-consumer and people should not support Theory Sabers. And then we can look at some comments clipped from Reddit, like this one, the latest limited run saber for his other original creation, LGT Profi Core, 130 at most retail, with a hilt made by SP Sabers, based on the equivalent of a napkin doodle from Theory. SP's other runs have all been in the 200 to 350 range for an empty hilt, some even more detailed than this piece. So a reasonable assumption of 350 plus 130 plus 80 for the blade at a retail cost of $560 total. Theory sold these for $1,200. Absolutely absurd. Oh, and they're already starting to break because he wouldn't let SP use higher quality materials or a better design for it. Part of the reason SP is now leaving the hobby is the backlash from this. Theory is nothing but a shameless grifter. And then we have these. Cost. He didn't want to spend the money for higher quality materials. There were also design elements that he wouldn't let SP change that would have led to better quality machining. Basically, the guy gave a napkin doodle and said, I want this. He didn't let the engineer do engineer things with it. SP's talked about it a few times in the Discord for this sub. The previous runs were One looked like shit and helped ruin a saber maker's mental health to the point he left the hobby as I understand it. What the fuck, man? Now, I have heard that if you know Star Wars Theory well or are good friends with him, that he can be generous, and for all I know, he could be giving a ton of shit away to a bunch of other places too. Great for him. But I'll be damned if Star Wars Theory will ever miss an opportunity to give away a free lightsaber to someone disabled, especially in a wheelchair, and be damn sure to catch it all in 4K for your viewing pleasure and, of course, your sentimental arousal.
How much is Ahsoka?
To give you a hat, is there a color you like? There you go. I'm gonna give you one at least. It's gonna work, but and then I'm also gonna give you the one you wanted.
Oh, holy shit.
So that's these two as well. So like one of mine. All right.
I think he's gonna turn that.
Nah, I don't think so. Right? Yeah, you are, buddy. That's all yours.
Wait, no, we gotta pay you. No, I haven't paid you. Enjoy it. No.
Yeah, enjoy it. You guys would like to? No.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Can I give you
one? That's a very unique saber. But yeah, there you go, man.
Thanks.
Now I get what some of you might be thinking, and I'll be the first to admit that I don't know what's in this guy's heart, but I will tell you what I do know, and that is good business and good optics. Give away as much shit as you want. Don't make a fucking show out of it. This emotional, psychological marketing tactic is just pathetic. But you see, Star Wars Theory is just as generous to celebrity millionaires, especially celebrity millionaires that he loves, like Jackson Rathbone from Twilight.
He told me you were coming by, so I got a couple prepared for you.
Are you giving these?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, are you kidding?
How many times I've seen Twilight? Again, I'm a big fan. I love Twilight. So.
Not expecting.
You made my day, man.
But if you happen to be a celebrity millionaire that Star Wars Theory happens to hate, like John Boyega.
The John Boyega crap. Get a grip. Dude, you're such a fake fuck. Do your fucking job, piece of shit. Fuck off. Fuck them. That's what I gotta say.
Well, in this case, you had better watch your ass because you are definitely getting a free lightsaber.
There's a moment where we look at each other and I'm looking at him because he's got this different aura about him. He looks at me, he just pauses, and he gives me a little wink.
I'm gay.
And I'm like, is that John Boyega? It's John Boyega. Okay. All the other saber booths, he came up to mine.
All the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
I go up to John and quietly, because there's people around, there's people shopping, there's for sabers, there's people behind them.
Yeah, they're shelling out their hard-earned money, and the last thing you want them to see is you handing out a free lightsaber to a celebrity millionaire, right?
I quietly tell him, like, listen, I know who you are. Take this. It's on the house. It's the least I could do. And to me, that was some real shit, man.
It's disingenuous and fuck them. That's what I gotta say.
See, no matter how you want to try and slice and dice it, the bottom line is this.
Here's the rule with Theory, though. If you're a celebrity like John Boyega or the guy from Twilight, or if you have like a fucking disability or something like that and you're trying to, garner feelings from people on how nice of a person you are. First of all, if you want to give to disabled people, mentally, physically, whatever, do that. Do it as much as you want. Don't fucking use it to promote your bullshit fucking lightsabers. Disgusting, subhuman fucking tactics.
And there's really not much more to say than that, and we'll conclude this portion by looking at one last example of these bullshit, manipulative marketing tactics from Star Wars Theory. And mind you, this is right before his or Season 2 review, which he knew would get views because of all the stupid shit he said before.
I want to make sure that you're all aware of the Emperor 2 saber that has been released and is a limited edition. All of you guys asked for another Emperor model to be released, but we felt it wouldn't be right for the people who originally got the first 200 for us to make more. Of course, we would love to, but it just didn't feel right. So we made this other version, which I personally I think looks doper.
So for those that might not be fully business savvy to have it click instantly, he made the Emperor lightsaber and there was only ever going to be 200 of them made, and that's it. It even comes with a numbered plaque, so you go to his website, it says sold out, and it even says at the bottom there are only 200. It's a limited edition, and the numbered plaque guarantees the rarity of the saber, and it's allocated to just you and no one else. Now what he's saying is that apparently everyone, all the peoples as ever, let him know that they also want this lightsaber. So what's a guy who carries himself like his shit don't stink to do when he can damn sure smell them bills from miles away? So let's get this straight. You made a special lightsaber and only made 200 of them so that 200 of your customers would feel like a 1 in 200 special customer, only to then go on and make something basically identical to what the 200 special customers received, but you're saying you don't want to dishonor the 200 special customers, but they shouldn't worry because you felt it was wrong and you made something different, even though it's basically the same. But then you dishonor those 200 special customers by stating that the new thing you made different to honor the 200 special customers in the first place is actually better or doper than what those 200 special customers actually received in the first place for being a special customer. That don't sound so special to me, do it? Well, at over $700 a pop, I guess it depends who you ask. So yes, if you glaze theory hard enough, pull at his heartstrings or ego hard enough, and or have someone in a wheelchair that you happen to know well in close proximity, you have a great chance of getting a free lightsaber. If you got all three, forget about it. Let's move on to the next issue. Now, this next part is a bit heavier on the Star Wars focus, yet it's still a critical piece into the fascinating world of a low IQ flip-flopping con artist. A lot of the info I present further on is from Star Wars Marvel purists' own Star Wars Theory War Room, so props to him, and check that out if you want to grab full details after. Now, Star Wars Theory wants to have us believe that he is the only defender of George Lucas Star Wars. He has clips of himself saying he's the only one doing it, and he even calls himself the George Lucas purist, baby. And I wonder where he got that name from. Here is what he had to say with all his authority.
Those aren't his. The first 6 films in the Clone Wars that's Star Wars. Everything outside of that is fun. He's said that many times.
But see, he's actually full of shit on all counts. And that clip, by the way, was from his Rule of 3 live stream, which is 100% Disney concept that is bastardized from George Lucas's Rule of 2. So there he is shitting on George. But let's see what George Lucas has to say about Star Wars Theory's comments.
The original saga was about the father, the children, and the grandchildren. And I mean, that's not a secret to anybody. It's even in the novels and everything. Novels. It's very big. And, you know, we have lots of novels, lots of comic books, lots of games, and the movies and TV series. And, you know, there's a whole world of Star Wars now that didn't exist. Lots of novels, lots of comic books, lots of games, and the movies and TV series, lots of novels. And obviously we have hundreds of books and comics and everything you could possibly imagine. Hundreds of books and comics and hundreds of books and hundreds of books and hundreds of books and hundreds of books.
I don't know, knowing like every single detail about who's this guy in this cantina, and like, I don't give a shit.
Again, knowing that it's the characters that count, I tried to infuse as much characterization in every one of the...
So how many characters of that Star Wars family exist today?
Well, today, there's over 5,000 characters.
So is there a book we could all buy so we can know where they were born, who their parents were, what their special powers are, what their neuroses?
There's a lot of them. There's got to be at least 24 encyclopedias to characters, or encyclopedias to aliens, encyclopedia to droids, spaceships. And then there's like the complete Star Wars encyclopedia, which is in 4 volumes. Big. You know, it looks like the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Just look at that face. I mean, look how proud he is of that massive galaxy, that beautiful galaxy that he created. And then you got guys like Star Wars Theory coming decades later and taking a massive dump on his legacy.
While it was definitely canon breaking, and there's no way around it, it is canon breaking. It should not happen. Now, do I want it to happen? Yeah, absolutely. It goes against canon. It goes against what George had made. It was beautiful to see. Dude, you're such a fake buck.
And I should also point out that it didn't exactly start out as the rule of 3. They actually had to progress to get to this level. Here's how it actually started.
What about the name like Star Boys? Like, I kind of like that. It's easy, it's quick.
Star
All right,
Boys?
listen,
That sounds like a band from the 2000s.
I'm a
Star boy.
Chat, back me up, chat. Save me.
No, they're not going to save you. This is my world now. Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to another Thursday.
You see, I'm not even gonna say that Star Wars Theory is clueless about Star Wars, because I will say that he's actually kind of retarded when it comes to Star Wars. And even if you don't give a shit about Star Wars, it's about the massive facade that he puts on. He's not like this because he is ignorant, but rather because he is incapable of immersing himself into the world of books and reading. He is only capable of absorbing and analyzing content from a screen like a meathead, and he probably wears flip-flops to sleep.
I mean, God, I have like every Legends novel on my bookshelf. I just haven't read them.
And I wouldn't be surprised as a grown-ass man if he had like Revenge of the Sith bedsheets or The Last Jedi maybe. Star Wars Theory isn't able to make it through a single expanded universe book, yet he is able to read through all of the sequel trilogy books, even though he wasn't able to understand them. So at the end of the day, he's just gonna stay loyal to George by shitting on him every chance and calling breaking his canon beautiful. And remember The Last Jedi? He hates The Last Jedi so much that he has a playlist of over 244 videos where he says all kinds of the most stupid shit, such as Snoke was really the first Jedi ever, but Snoke was also really Darth Plagueis, and all kinds of retarded theories while pumping Disney bullshit.
I am pumping their brand, and of course I benefit from it too. This is my living, this is how I get paid.
Hence his name, I guess, but this does not answer the deeper question of this guy's character, integrity, and of course, his nature.
He had some like cool, like, oh, what would happen if Vader got a dildo stuck up his ass and Palpatine saw him? And
for all I know, maybe he's just a closet homosexual and he's just trying to fit in and he's, into Padme. I don't know. I really don't know, and I don't give a shit. It does not change Anakin or his character or his story for me. Darth Vader could take it up the butt by a freaking robot. I don't, he's still the coolest character of all time.
The guy was making fun of me for saying something about Anakin Skywalker being gay. Suck my fuck.
That Luke was gay? Yeah, sure. Well, Obi-Wan's gay now, too. Like how he wanted to take all of them or something, or he wanted to like kiss all of them. And if he's gay, I don't care. It doesn't change R2. Who cares? Even if Revan does become a girl, it'll still be dope. I'm gay.
See, when one is unaware of the lore that they are supposedly supposed to be ambassadors of, they can either learn it, or in the case of one who has no ethics, standards, or intellectual honesty, or no honesty at all for that matter, like Star Wars Theory, they plagiarize.
He used to have some really cool content, which was mostly just him reading off of Wikipedia pages.
You still want to watch Star Wars Theory? Whatever. There's rumors he plagiarizes Wikipedia articles.
I don't even stand it when you see like lore videos that clearly are from people that like didn't even like read whatever it was, and it's just kind of a Wikipedia article.
Because I think you're a Disney fan and a Disney show. I don't think you really care much about the expanded universe. I know you've made a bunch of videos that you plagiarize the Wikipedia on and stuff. We've already proven that. Well, for one, your title is like a straight lie.
Yeah. Do you want me to send you an email each time I want to make a title and thumbnail and just check with you and see if it's okay?
What I want you to do is not
that
have
what you
a
want?
sarcastic fucking attitude, because I'm not Levi, okay? I know you may think that you're entitled to talk to people a certain way because you have X amount of subscribers, but you're always condescending.
See, man, that's not going to go anywhere, pal. And we can take it to the next level. So if you want to have actual discussion and get somewhere, then we can do that.
What level is that going to go to?
Well, you can see if you want.
Not plagiarize the Wikipedia on like multiple Star Wars videos and pretend like you didn't. I'm letting you answer. I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, that's nice of you. How did I plagiarize Wikipedia?
Let's take a paragraph by paragraph look, shall we? As the movie chose its style and confronted multiple opponents, the wild during the transition period, at this moment, as an was assigned later to a number of areas and stronger, negative purchased later and and when the dark attacks, well, the mass found a core hide and conquered the Sith Mastermind. Later generations also which was entering to the same basically which he called him regular surname. These notes are mounted where they range is the and this is what the Jedi cutting legs using it was like wearing the one for this master that really titled find the making it stronger and temperature recognized space station and could deflect a notice how hard it was and this is full dark energy disabling one flower and one Kenobi.
That's called plagiarism. You didn't cite your source or anything. You didn't give any credit.
Cite the source?
Cite a source, yeah. It was like 5 or 6 paragraphs at least per video.
You know, it's not a highlight. You're coming from this point of view that I'm here to stick it to the audience. I'm here to lie to people, and I'm trying to understand where that comes from. I don't get it. For lore content, found a couple writers. So you guys are getting lore content, found really, really good, passionate Star Wars lore freaking masters, essentially. Their scripts have been pretty much more or less how I would write 1 to 2 lore videos every single day.
I've explained this already. I don't have time. I run now several businesses and several channels. I don't have time to be writing scripts and all that stuff anymore.
I haven't made lore videos in a while. I really miss uploading old lore videos. I just don't have the same interest in uploading lore at the moment. Last year I announced that I was going to hire a script writer because I didn't have as much time anymore. With growing the company, it's very hands-on, it's very demanding. I didn't have that creative energy to put towards researching stuff or reading new novels or putting the time towards reading them because they take a while. I just don't feel comfortable with it. A lot of them are great scripts. They're scripts that I would have written myself.
No. You plagiarized it, dude.
Don't feel like it's very genuine.
There's something about you that makes me think you're full of shit.
Now, I've just finished listening to and reading Legacy of the Jedi. When you start seeing lore content again, just know where it's coming from. Last October, I was really busy with the company, and I mentioned that I wanted to hire a script writer that I would commission to write scripts on certain topics. To be frank,
my name is Frank.
I just don't really feel comfortable with it. I'm really territorial and a control freak over my channel, and that's why the content and lore videos have been kind of slow, is because I haven't really wanted to use any of the scripts that I've actually had written for me, because it wasn't coming necessarily directly from me like it has been the last 9 years.
You haven't read any of the lore stuff that you did. I proved that. Like, obviously you've done lore videos on Jason Solo, but you don't even know whether New Jedi Order, Fate of the Jedi, or Legacy of the Force comes first. I mean, you obviously haven't read them.
No, I have not.
Shipment of the Engine.
Still have the books and I skimmed through them, but I didn't read. It wasn't my interest.
But the thing,
I ain't got time to read the books, bruh. I got businesses to run. But I got time to play like 60 hours of Star Wars Outlaws and
You'll play Outlaws for 40 hours? Yeah, well, you know, someone's gonna play it.
And binge the entire Sopranos series. Know what I'm saying? And that ending, man, so many theories. Maybe I'm gonna become Sopranos fucking theory next.
There were books I would pick up because of my interest in Star Wars, and I'd read maybe a few chapters, and then I'd put it down, or I don't know, maybe ADHD or some shit, or I just lost interest. Dude, you're such a fake fuck.
And remember his take on Andor? No, not the bricks and screws, which, as retarded as that was, in the movies even, there's steel, concrete, snow, mountains, water. Wait, are those buildings on Naboo made of bricks? But I'm talking about this take on SA in Andor, and the Empire doesn't condone it. His hero Vader wouldn't tolerate it.
He's still Anakin at the end of the day, and Anakin wouldn't stand for that shit.
No, but it's just not relevant. Like, why would Vader's opinion matter here?
I just don't think that that's something that the Empire would be cool with if they actually saw it. I don't think it
I think the Empire wouldn't give a shit about the people that they're subjugating and murdering in mass levels and enslaving. I don't think they would
maybe
care.
the Empire as a whole, but I don't think Palpatine and Vader are like...
Hey, apparently he's right.
Yo, dudes, sexual assault is like not cool, and you should like not do it. I'm Darth Vader and I don't approve of sexual assault or harassment in the Imperial workplace. Some of the impacts include STIs, pregnancy, difficult emotions and trauma-related issues such as anxiety, PTSD, flashbacks, and nightmares. Sexual violence and abuse impacts the lives and well-being of victims.
I gave no such authority, Lieutenant, for you to gratify your urges through unconsented sexual penetration with this illegal.
Now, this is not to suggest this is a topic that I or anyone desires or promotes. It's just about facts, really. It's about the reality in a large, dangerous galaxy full of ultimate evil. And I can even understand or relate to the feels unnecessary part, but it's just such an off take for all the wrong reasons. My hero Vader is still Anakin. He still cares. Like, get a grip, dude. Just shut up and say you can personally do without it. But here is another perfect example of this fucker's fuckery.
So there are tons of force powers. Just Google them for yourself.
That's one Google search away, you know.
It's not really something many except for the diehard fans know about. So what is Shatterpoint? Now, in the Legends novel Shatterpoint by Matthew Stover, we're given the most perfect explanation of what the power is through Mace Windu's explanation himself. I can see Shatterpoints. The sense is not sight, but see is the closest word Basic has for it. It is a perception, a feel of how what I look upon fits into the Force.
This prick wants to present himself as the authority and dictate subject matter that is or isn't necessary in Star Wars. And here he wants to pretend like he read the book Shatterpoint because he is literally reading from the book, word for word. Yet if he had in fact really read the book, he would have never made that stupid fucking comment in the first place. Here is an audio excerpt from the book Shatterpoint taken from Hidden Gems.
This came from the big red-haired girl with the thunderbolt. She looked up at Mace, still crouched beside a corpse. Her accent dripped high upland. 6 Balawai scum, over and done, never another herd slaughter, never another child murder, never another woman. She didn't finish, but Mace would read the final word in the smoke of hate that clouded her eyes. He could feel it in the anger and violation that pulsed from her into the Force. He could more than guess what she had been through. In the Force, he could feel how it had made her feel. Sick with loathing, so wounded inside her heart that she could not allow herself to feel at all. His face softened for an instant, but he hardened it again. He knew instinctively that she wanted no pity. She was no one's victim. If she saw how sorry he felt for her, she'd hate him for it.
So there you have it. A woman from Mace Windu's home planet was basically gang raped by 6 foreigners in a book that Star Wars Theory claimed to have read and has made a video about in the past. What a fake ass clown. I mean, I'm not crazy here, right? I mean, surely I'm not the only one who sees this, right?
Damn, Theory is actually a retard, and he sounds fucking crazy. The gall of this bald-headed retard to call other people low IQ, you're a moron, dude. And this is a perfect example of how stupid Theory actually is. He does this all the time. He tries to look and sound like he's not a moron. Here it is. The precedent is being shown to him. Andor wasn't the first to do it. And what is his response? A live-action 750mm show and an obscure comic aren't the same thing. Funny you're finding reasons to justify it. Fuck you, you fake fucking cunt. Supposed Star Wars expert, the George Lucas purist, the guy who thinks he knows Star Wars better than fucking anyone. He has no clue what he's talking about. He doesn't know real Star Wars. He doesn't respect real Star Wars. He's a Disney fan at the end of the day. No matter how much he wants to talk shit about Disney, that will always be real Star Wars to him. That is the canon to him. And he's always gonna feel that way no matter what he says because he's a fucking fraud.
In the 2015 canon novel Lost Stars, today we're going to be covering the canon book Secrets of the Sith. Some of the stuff in here is pretty interesting, and some of the stuff is pretty contradictory to a lot of the old Legends stuff. Plagueis novel, which is Legends, unfortunately. Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first Canon Snoke comic by Marvel.
Dude, you're such a fake buck.
Absolute dickhead.
Say you're in the desert, you got no food, no water. Papa comes along, zip, let me give you a little bit of liquid. You're gonna be like,
I would rather die with a little bit of dignity than let Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni piss down my fucking throat to keep me alive.
But see, the crux of the matter here is just his constant disingenuous fucking bullshit of ultra low integrity with peak retardedness. It's like he can't help himself. I mean, the lack of self-awareness is just off the chain.
If you come to my channel, you get real, and that's what you will always get.
You and I are friends now. You and I are friends now. You and I are friends now.
You mean shills? Shills are dickheads. They got no spine.
All these guys have been camping out overnight and sleeping, which is exactly what we would have done if it wasn't for Soups getting us in. And shout out to Soups. Actually, they've been camping out for the last, since Wednesday. It's Sunday, bro.
Game
day. How are you, man? Thank you so much for...
Let them through. Yep.
Hey, buddy. See you inside.
Shills are dickheads. They got no spine.
Dude, you're such a fake fuck.
And I'm convinced that no matter how much he tries to say or even show otherwise, from his historical pattern of behavior, he does not give a shit about people, including his community, and he's actually a horrible person, a moron and a fraud. But the worst, I'm afraid, is yet to come. Star Wars Theory wants us to believe that he's the victim and everybody else is the problem.
Mainly people just hate me.
He surrounds this bullshit by virtue signaling and projecting like a fucking holocron. But when the mask slips off and Star Wars Theory shows his true colors, ask yourself if this might be the reason why he's got so much opposition coming at him from so many directions.
I get massive brand deal offers daily, weekly, monthly. I'm very thankful to you guys, and I need you now more than ever.
And, you know, I was offered over 7 figures for sponsorships for Vader.
We need all the support that we can get, whether it's just, you know, $70 saber or a $1,000 saber or 99-cent join members, 99-cent join members, 99-cent join members. I got my hat out at this point.
Roll the tape.
Fuck, dude, I'm pretty sure bums downtown find more than 99 cents on the fucking street. Please read my last week's super chat for $10.
You see what I mean?
Oh, worth the fucking $10, goddammit. Dude, you realize YouTube takes 30%, right? So that literally leaves me with 70 cents, and then I have to pay fucking taxes on that. So what the hell, bro? I basically now owe money to the government because of your shitty dollar. What the?
Entropy.
You sick. You guys realize me and Josh split these, right? So it's literally like 1 cent after all taxes. Screw your 99 cents.
Yeah, screw your 99 cents.
Just watching way too much Star Wars and Lord of the Rings content the last few years. Oh, dude, you've been paying my bills. And he just like shits on people that are literally paying his bills. It's wild to me. Hey, thanks guys for the peasant donations. I appreciate it. Appreciate the 99 cents. Fucking donate something or else I'll fucking leave. I'll take you serious. So you donate 99 cents. Fuck. Dude, fuck your dollar. Fuck! I hate seeing these. Dude, that didn't even make it to a full dollar, man. Like, I should just go stream on Star Wars Theory and actually make money there. Oh, it's $2. It just went right over my head, dude. Yeah, I don't look at those. I don't look at anything blue. I don't look at those. Sorry, man. Fuck this brokey shit, man. The fucking dollars. What the fuck is this? Be more like it. Be more like Matt.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth
Waffles the Exploited?
I donated 50 3 times. It never went through though. Oh, I can't send 50. Oh, my card declined. Oh, I can't send $50. Ooh, read that super chat. 99 cents.
How can you be on the council and not be a master?
You can't even donate more than 99 cents, so you don't get anything. Okay?
Forgive me, master.
Wow, dude. Give him the, wow. Wow. Wow, dude. Can't say shit anymore? Okay. Alright. I actually feel bad, dude. I was totally, I'm just fucking with you. Like, I don't actually want you to spend money. Just fucking with you. Thank you, dude. Seriously. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Let's get focused here. Dude, you're such a fake fuck. Do I look like a peasant?
But you know what? Let's run this Waffles mod situation, play it back from the beginning, see what actually happened, and you tell me you're not fucking disgusted. See, it all started when Star Wars Theory, just as every Star Wars content creator does, decided to make a live stream about taking his Lambo out. Of course, not once thanking his community or his viewers or his donators for his Lambo.
Big shout out to my car, my Ultimate, my Lamborghini Aventador Ultimate. I love this car.
But he did have time to say this.
especially waffles. Fuck waffles.
Ad with the most expensive super chat of the night. Wow, all of you with the most expensive super chats of the night. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. So much. Make waffles mod. There's a petition for me to get mod, and 2 mods have signed it. Yeah. I don't think you know how it works here on this channel. I run the rules. I created Saul.
I donated 53 times. It never went through though.
And then you just ask stupid questions. Why would I make you a mod? You don't give me anything. You're just kind of like the mascot.
Unless, of course, you go ahead and drop another 50 a couple of more times. And we can proceed to where Star Wars Theory stomps on his own mod and shows himself to be the fucking hypocrite that he is.
A few times ago on the stream, that anybody was welcome to come and discuss, anybody was welcome to come and disagree, and that it's just open dialogue.
Chat, anytime you guys want someone to come on the stream and like either just join in the conversation or disagree, we're fine with that. Let us know when you want that to happen.
We're adults.
This guy's still in the chats? Waffles, dude. Waffles, dude. Waffles, dude. It's like if you just spend time creating the content you want instead of like coming to every live stream, being a #1 fan, trying to get on the channel. Well, why don't you come on the channel one day and then...
You guys laughed me off and called me a #1 fanboy, even though it was your chat asking you to let me on.
I guess irony can be pretty ironic sometimes.
And how does Star Wars Theory react when that same mod drops a comment after scoring quite high on an autism test? Perhaps looking for some words of encouragement or consolation.
Did you do it on Google?
See, this is causing me to go all over the place, off the rails. I mean, what are we doing here?
Fucking 99 cents. What the hell? Benjamin, $2, the highest super chat. Only if you super chat. Only red don't knows Ohio. You gotta get out of here with this broke boy shit, okay? I don't want to see blue. I don't want to see green. I don't even want to see orange. It's gotta be like purple or higher. Fuck off. Probably did it on his iPhone too. It works. You know the fucked up thing is when you send 99 cents, it doesn't even let you send a message.
Star Wars Theory wants to tell us that his lightsaber proceeds are gonna pay for his Vader film and all that shit.
I'm doing all of this to not only grow the brand, but also to pay for the fan film.
Well, let's not forget the feet pics.
I got a warehouse to pay for. I got a movie to pay for. Want to see some feet? You want to see some toes?
Plus 500 or 1,000, depending on how you interpret it, if you want to see him go to the club.
At the beginning of the stream, go rewind it. I said $500 twice for the club. So wear loincloth only like Tarzan. $2,500. And then I'll sing it.
Now, Star Wars Theory likes to fancy himself as some type of psychotherapist or fucking psychologist. But let's see the type of brainless wisdom and advice this narcissistic meathead has to give to his own community.
All right, we've got a question. Otherwise, I'm gonna fuck off. Kinda hate myself and life. I'm a complete failure at life in nearly every aspect. Women don't like me. I don't have friends. No social life. I can't drive. 25 years old. You're still young, bro. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, we got Jeremy in the chat. What's up, geeks and gamers? Cobra Kai is amazing. Have a good show, guys. I got catfished and lost money. Okay, that's fine, dude. Happens to people, man. Probably found a woman really attractive online, and then you ended up falling for... it was probably a dude on the other end. If you're not going to act on these thoughts, then they're bullshit. If you're going to act on them, call the police. On one hand, let's say, or like, can you count that are talking about mental health for men? Mental health, I don't believe in mental health. Honestly, you're 18, man. What 18-year-old isn't depressed? The reason why people in first world countries are so fucked up and depressed is because they have life easy. There is no such thing, in my opinion, as bad mental health. I feel like we should be thinking more about our minds and our thoughts, and not thinking about our thoughts, but understanding our minds more. Have you ever had a moment where you've lost your passion? Jeez, my passion. My passion for what? There are going to be many times in your life where things aren't always moving. If they were always moving, you'd probably have a lifespan of maybe 10, 20 years.
What?
Porn addiction, I stay up very late. She stay up late wanking, eh? Stay up late jerking off. We just wean off a little bit, you know? Like, say you're doing 5 times a day, just go 4.5. My ex put a temporary restraining order against me. Now I have to get an attorney. All hearsay. What claim does she have? Probably share the stream, man. I have an ego. Everyone has an ego, but it doesn't exist.
What?
Ayo, Star Wars Theory, I got a question. Why are we born?
What are useless on YouTube?
The audacity of this delusional fucking moron, and this is just a glimpse. I mean, this guy is a serious danger to society. He's got real people coming at him with some major real-life issues, and he's sitting there acting as if he's got PhDs in psychology from Harvard, Cambridge, plus a PhD from Johns Hopkins. I don't know what else to say, except that I think we've quite had enough of Star Wars Theory for the day. Ah, fuck it, maybe not. Here's a sneak peek into some additional, rather concerning behavior from Mr. Star Wars Theory.
Stories with Nick. Sexy. There's gonna be a girl in there for you.
Or if you go down the Disney route, switch it up.
Ray Diddy's oil selection. They got Hawk 2 on that thing. Super homoerotic.
I've never done anything like that, but it'd be cool to do, the 3 of us.
This guy is glorious. He's going to be oiled up like a Greek god.
Oiled up?
For your amusement.
We're all going to be gay.
A tag team.
Yours is going to be like a dildo. Yeah, like huge. Bro's getting wet.
Holding this big thing.
The hole keeps getting bigger.
I was jerking off a kangaroo. I'm a pedophile.
White old man. Voluptuous.
What the hell is even that? Are you not entertained?